I will do a quick demo of how to take a good photo of a drawing. So here is my teaching station with the easel. Okay, so this is the tabletop easel that you have seen before. And I have this piece of board as my drawing board. When I draw, I just draw like this, right? I like this setup because I can just place the tablet right next to it, and I can just look side by side like this. The angle of the easel is almost about this much, so it's not square. So you can see the reflection of the ceiling light. And with the tabletop easel like this, you can make this as even flatter like this, almost like 10 degree, like 1 o'clock. Let's see if we can see. So this is okay, so this is the paper towel. So this is standing perpendicular, so you can see the angle. This is about how, as far as you can bring, you can tilt this up instead of perpendicular. Okay, this is for drawing. So I'm not concerned about the glare from the ceiling light on my drawing. And when it comes to painting, I will make this a little bit sharper, like this. You see the reflection of the light on the device. Now it's steeper. This is shallower. The maximum shallowness is what you saw from the profile, from the side of the easel just now. For drawing, this is about how feel comfortable doing the drawing, and I will show you how I take a photo from here. By the way, I'm using Android phone. You can use any aspect ratio, but if I'm using square image, I will go ahead and do square by choosing one by one. So I have about one brush handle away from the edge of the table to the easel. This becomes handy because I can use my arms as a tripod for the camera instead of having a camera tripod. I'm sitting in a chair. I'm bracing myself on the edge of the table, and then I'm holding this phone in front of me. So now my arms are super secure. It's working like a tripod. So now I'm moving my hands to position the camera so that I see the picture of the drawing as square as possible. So now you know how I hold the phone, and now we're looking at inside my phone. So before I take photo, I make sure that the artwork I wanna photograph is as square as possible inside the screen. I want to fill the image as much as possible inside the screen by sliding the zoom button. I wanna leave a little bit of margin around the artwork. So this is good. Then using my free thumb, I'm going to press this white button to shoot. I'll take another one. So ideally, you wanna have this square inside the screen. Let's say if if it's not square enough because of the lighting or for whatever the reason, it's not really square, but I will shoot it. I'll take more than one, and maybe 2 or 3. So you can use this zoom feature, and also you can physically move your camera closer or farther away to put this in a good frame. Then I take picture. Most camera does autofocus and auto exposure features to correct whatever the image is, so you don't have to worry about adjusting, especially for just black and white drawing like this. All right, so now you open this in the camera. Okay, so this is what I did. This was photo. Now I just tap this to review it. If you already closed your camera, then you can open your gallery and the latest images are in here. This has an even margin around it, right? So I will show you how you can correct this. First of all, if this is not really square, you need to correct the skew by moving one edge at a time. So I'm looking at this image and the right edge is shorter than the left edge. So I'm going to move this. I'm going to tilt the image by sliding this. You see the picture is tilting right from the right to left, and you just look for the spot that has parallel space on the top and the bottom of the image. Let's say if the image was not straight, so then you want to use this feature. I'll show you what I did again. So this feature, this is for rotating. So you can rotate to correct the rotation. You see the little guidelines in the middle of the picture. This will give you a good reference, and so you correct the straightness. Then you correct the right to left tilting until the bottom margin and the top margin are the parallel. Now let's work on the side margins. So I'm going to use this vertical tilting. Now it's pretty good size. Now the white margin on the right and left are pretty similar. Now this is good enough. So now I'm going to crop this by bringing the corners closer and closer. You see, every time I move and it becomes perfect square, it shows one by one. That's good indication that the cropping is perfect square. And as I bring this closer, it reveals the squareness of the picture on the left corner too. Now you can see the right bottom margin is a little bit bigger than the left. So I'm gonna use this horizontal skew to change this. And I'm gonna also rotate this again to see if I can make this fit inside this square. This looks pretty good. So I'm going to try cropping this again by bringing each corner. You can also slide the picture inside the frame. Just bringing this in. So it says 1 by 1, it's perfect square. You can also slide the image inside. Do this one more time because there's more margin on the upper right, and you can just clip off the extra edge by just bring this closer in. So I'm trimming off the outside border, but for drawing lessons I want you to leave a little bit of margin outside of the picture so that we can see your grid lines all the way around. So this is good. This is good. So I have a little bit of margin all the way around, but it's very square. So I'm going to save this. When I look at gallery, I have 3 images, including the one that I trimmed. I cropped. And this is the one that you can upload to the critique. And also this is how you can document your drawings. Now if you are sending this for gallery or more professional art review, then you want to make sure that you are trimming the entire edges, so you are going to get rid of extra margins outside of the image. Image meaning artwork. It's distracting. So when you photography or painting, this is what you want to do with your art image. I'm actually cropping off the very edge of the drawing. So then I'm going to save this. You see how clean the picture looks now? And this is what you can do with your artwork submission for critique. And this will help me to see better. So to recap, I showed you two different format. One format is the one with a little bit of margin left around the drawing so that we can evaluate your grid drawing process to see the sizing and pressing of the big shape. The big shapes are accurate proportionally, and if we need to edit your design or not. Then the other style, the other format is to crop all the excess margin. The more you practice, the faster you become, and it becomes more intuitive. So here's how quickly I can do. I just photograph. Now I can quickly edit it by pressing this. This is connected to gallery, and I can click on the pencil icon. Then I can just trimming, and if I see an even margin, then I know that I need to work on the skew. So first of all, I need to straighten, or horizontal, or vertical, or it's sometimes usually combination of all three. And if you don't like it, you can just always revert it. You can also save the copy of this particular edit if you don't want to overwrite. So by default, it just overwrite. So this becomes like almost like editing email or sending text message to friends. Just keep working on this while you have a few minutes of spare time.